Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. We'll start with the session now. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to the technical session 5C. My name is Siddhi Auti and I'll be your session moderator for today's conference. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and Scholastics LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 10th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Competitive Strategies. The 10th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Jaipur, and the virtual event is held via Zoom today and tomorrow. That is 16th and 17th December. I hope you all will enjoy this knowledgeable and interactive session throughout the day. Now, in this session, in total, we will be having 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given a time span of 10 minutes, which includes 2 minutes for questions and answers. So, after 9 minutes, I will be raising a gentle reminder. There is also another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. And if you face any technical issue, you can write it to me in the chat box. Now, just before we start with the session, I would like to introduce you all to today's session chair, Dr. Chaitali Sivare. Dr. Chaitali is currently serving as an assistant professor at Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. She has over 12 years of rich experience in teaching, research, and academic leadership with more than 30 publications in reputed national and international journals. Thank you, ma'am, for chairing today's session. Now we can proceed with the conference. Everyone will just wait for a few minutes for the session chair. I think she is not connected in the meeting, and then we can proceed. Everyone, please welcome Dr. Chaitali Shivare, ma'am from Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. Dr. Chaitali Shivare is currently serving as an assistant professor at Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. She has over 12 years of rich experience in teaching, research, and academic leadership, with more than 30 publications in reputed national and international journals. Ma'am, please welcome and thank you so much for chairing today's session.
Yeah, thank you.
Ma'am, will proceed to the next first presenter of today's session. So the very first presenter is Eliza Borkute from Datta Mega Higher Education and Research University. And the paper title is A Mixed Methods Case Study of DHFL 34,000 crore scam, Governance Failures, Financial Forensics, and Regulatory Implications. Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
So, very good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible, but I guess there's an echo. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Two
your
devices.
voice is echoing.
Hello.
Ma'am, there is something wrong with your audio. Your audio is echoing
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. It is echo. There's an echo.
Ma'am, please join with a stable audio connection.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's okay.
No, ma'am, actually it is still echoing. If you need some time to fix your environment, we can proceed to the next presenter, and then later on we can have your presentation. So you'll get some time to fix it.
Okay, ma'am.
So the next presenter is Kishan Singh from University of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. And the paper title is A React-Based Framework for Device Adaptable Responsive Web App Using PWA. Sir, please start with your presentation.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Is I am audible?
Yes.
So I'm sharing my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
So I am Kishan Singh. I am from Institute of Engineering and Management under the University of Engineering Management. My co-author is Matongini Chakravarty, who is from Jaipur University. So my paper ID is 350, and I am developing a React-based framework for device adaptable responsive web app using PWA. So this is my contents like introduction, objective, literature review, proposed method, implementation, experimental result, conclusion, future scope, and references. So in today's internet era, so normal websites are not now a static website; they are dynamic. In today's AI ML era, we are changing normal website into web apps, mainly web apps. And by the using different types of websites, there are different of user engagements are there, and different users are using different of device like smartphone, tablets, computer, desktop, laptop, and their screen sizes are different varies. So we are trying. My research work is actually to developing a sustainable development with efficient coding or efficient workplace, cost effective, and screen device adaptable environment to give the better UI UX performance to every user in who are accessing from any other devices. So this is the overview. My problem statement is that to develop device adaptable using React and the progressive wave of technology I'm using here to efficiency and responsiveness and modern usability. So these are the some objectives. So I already discussed. So I'm taking here some literature survey. I'm including some papers. They're using like old technologies like PHP, JavaScript. Some are using server-side rendering. Some are using 3D layouts, different types of things. So there are some limitations. Some are using normal HTML and CSS files. Okay, so these are the my some base papers literature review. And so my proposed method is I'm using here React. React is a open source JavaScript library who are providing the reusable components. Reusable components we use write code once and we can use as a library. Means it's like a Java classes. When we write a one class and when any method we need to include, we just call that method. So we just in React we are designing any element. It's like a home page or button or any kind layout, and when we need to that layout we just call that layout and we include into the our web page in dynamically. We don't need to write codes for again the same content. So I'm using reusable components here. Okay, for using React is quick loading time and user friendliness. User engagement is very much higher. It gives the consistency, and I'm using here PWA. PWA is progressive web app. It's give the offline access and push notification like native app. When we are using our Android or iOS applications, it's give our a push notification to the user for better engagement. So this PWA is also give the push notification and offline access. Okay. So here I'm using main three technologies like React, and I'm using responsive design. Responsive design, I'm using here media queries, flex boxes, and I'm using not any static sizes. I'm using dynamic sizes. Like I'm using here percentage, REM, VW means virtual width and virtual height. It's automatically set the screen adjustments and set the website, or we can say web app. Okay, and PWA, It's for offline access, push notifications, installable for app-like experience. Installable means we don't need to develop for Android, iOS, and for the Windows-based application. Three types coding platform not required. We just develop one web app and we can directly install in any platform. So it's very cost effective. Okay. So React, I already told it is an open source JavaScript library developed by Facebook. Okay, it's a better UI and UI experience. We are using here virtual DOM. Virtual DOM means when we have to update anything in the web page, we can virtually create that page and we just update that section only, not the particular page. So our page is not refreshed. In static application, when you need to change any page, we have to refresh that page. But here we are not refreshing that page. We are changing it dynamically. So it's very fast. Okay. So I'm using here components. Components are like normal HTML. We are using H1, H2, H3. Same here. We are using here like this is a one component course card. I'm making one course card component. I'm giving the parameters and I'm setting this parameter. So when I require this same course card, I just call this course card and I'm giving the parameters. What is the title and what is the description for that, and it will be automatically changed. Okay. I'm also develop a real world product, one e-learning platform. I'm showing you here. Okay, and I'm using here media query. Media query is this is the query. Here is the screen size defined. This is the maximum with 50 pixels. So it's for mobile, and I'm writing the CSS codes here. So when the screen size is under 500 pixels, this code will be rendered, and when it will be greater than, then this code will be rendered. So for the using the media queries directly target the screens. Okay, and PW is for the like offline access. It's a giving app like experience. It's have three main things like service workers. It's for caching and offlining use, and web app manifest is giving the web like installation type, and HTTPS giving the secure browsing. Okay, so this is my architecture design. When the different types of design, and that directly goes to the cloud server. There, our actual DOM and it goes to the React DOM. This dynamically create the web page. This is for the desktop, laptop, tablet, and mobile, and it gives to the again to the user. And when any content required, just like image or video, it's go to the physical server and take that image and video, again create the virtual page and show to the uh, users. Okay, this is designed by me, and this is the flowchart. Okay, same thing here. Just I'm giving as a flowchart. Okay, implementation, I'm implemented a e-learning platform. It's a home page, course page, video page. Okay, I'll directly show you. This is the architectural diagram of my home page. This is the course page. So in that home page and course page, you see there is a navbar logo and search is continuous, means it's consistent. So every time we need to loading one new page, we have to refresh that page. But here I'm using dynamic changing. So the this nav bar and logo and search is remains there. Only this part will be changed, and footer and nav bar will be remain same. Page will be not refreshed. Only this part will be changed. So this is the basically this is the idea here I'm using. So here I'm testing this thing on small smartphones, standard smartphone, tablets, and laptop and desktop. This is the ideal pixel size I'm mentioning here. This is the some screenshot of my web page. See in the desktop, the this is the diagram. When we are using laptop, this image will be quite larger. In the tablet view, just it will be automatically set, and in mobile view, all will be centered. So this is my home page. This is the course page. Just I'm using here sample videos. This is the e-learning platform sample videos. So in the desktop view, see we will see the four contents here. Okay, four rows here. In four columns. Okay, in laptop view it will be three. It will be automatically adjust according to screen size. In the tablet view it will be two. In the mobile view it will be all centered and single column we will see. So it will be automatically adjust use according to screen size. Okay, this is the
Sir, sorry for the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Could you please get to the conclusion?
Okay, I want to show you something. This is the loading time when we are using PWA. Our loading time will be quite decreased, and this is the reusable components. I'm using here 60% reusable components. I don't need to write every time for the new page, new codings. Okay, this is my components. We are using less components here. if I have website have 5 pages, then we don't need to require every 5 page same contents. We are just writing once and I just call him. Okay. And for the PWA, I'm considering here three platforms. Like our total website have 810 lines of code. And if we develop in three different platforms, we have to write in three different platform 810. But here I'm just only single platform and I save this much amount of code. So it will be very cost efficient. This is the conclusion part. Okay. And I have a website real developed here. So I can, if you say, I will also show it here and I show the QR code. You can scan that and you can visit the website and you can see it by yourself. Okay. This is the all conclusion. And I have adding the future scope. I'm adding the real contents there and then I am developing the full-fledged and different for the user like admin, students, a real e-learning platform using this technology. Okay. So basically, this is my research work. This is my future scopes, push notification, accessible, live development, performance optimization, real education content I'm adding. I'm adding back-end integration. Okay, this is the some references. Okay, I want to uh, show you this. Did you see my website?
Okay. No, we have not scanned it. Oh, okay. I have just one question.
Okay, I'll just scan this and
Yeah.
you can visit my
Oh,
website and you can test by yourself.
okay.
Or if you give me time, I will show you by myself because it will be dynamic and full developed by myself.
Okay, you can share your screen. Just show at least one layout.
So this is my website. Okay, this is the home page. This is the I'm saying about this is the nav bar. This is the footer. We'll see here our page is not refreshed. So I'm going to force this. Page will be not refreshed. Just content will be changed. This is the content. And when I'm setting the my screen size, then it automatically adjusts. Okay, see it automatically 2, 3, 4. It's automatically adjusts its screen size. And when this is my nav bar, when we are using in mobile device, it automatically go as a ham menu. So the menu will be automatically changed. So this is for the tablet view. This is for the mobile view. This is for the laptop view. Okay. So it automatically adjusts the screen size. See, this will be changed. My content will be hidden here. And the
Okay.
latest thing is
Okay, okay.
there will be
Yes, you
installable
can
features.
stop. You can stop the screenshot.
Okay, okay.
Okay, do you know any another platforms where your online courses are provided?
Yes, all other platforms like Udemy here, Coursera are there, but they are using.
So
But
what is the
my
difference? Hmm.
yes, yes. The difference is my platform, I'm using just only one single code base, and that only single code base can install in any device, and it give app-like experience. We don't need to develop a real application for that. We can install in any device, and this is feel like it's a native app, like Android app, iOS app. But other platforms are developing for the different platform, different apps. So there will be different big team there, then it will be very cost effective. But this is my single code based application and it will be single page application, you can say. The page will be not refreshed. Every content will be cached memory. So every time we have to load the same page, the page loading time will be also increased. And I'm using reusable components here. Okay. So this is the main difference.
And what you can say challenge you have faced to develop this as
For,
it is
for
different from another platforms?
yes,
As you are
first
saying, no,
when
that it is different from another.
yes, yes.
Yes, correct.
First, because I am not integrated full-fledged backend here, so I'm facing how I showing the real contents here. So that's why I'm just using the JSON links here. I'm directly calling the links, and the videos are already hosted in different platforms. I'm using the sample videos. I make one JSON file here. I'm just calling these files, and the video will be also played here. Okay. I can I have different pages. When you click that page, you can show the video and it's play like YouTube video. And other video suggestions are there. Directly video you can play here. So
Okay, thank you.
my yes. Hello.
It is done
Hello.
from my side. Yeah, yeah.
I can't hear you, ma'am.
Good. Yes, you can. I have done my from my side. You can wait now.
Okay,
Okay,
madam. Fine.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Aliza, ma'am, are you ready? The audio thing is fixed.
Yes, ma'am. Now
Okay, you can start with your presentation.
it's clear now.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you properly now. You can share your screen.
Yes. Screen visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I start now? Hello.
Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elisa Burkut. I am from DMHHR from Varda. So, today I am presenting a mixed method case study of DHFL, rupees 34,000 crore scam, government failures, and financial forensic and regulatory implications. So, this case study is this case study is completely based on secondary data. So, let's begin. So before I'm starting the case study completely, so we need to
Ma'am,
understand.
you haven't shared your PPT. Like your tab is on Zoom only, so we can't see your PPT.
Oh, okay, 1 second.
Ma'am, is there any issue?
Mm. Now,
No, ma'am, we cannot see your PPT. Ma'am, share your entire screen so that way when you'll switch tab, we will be able to see the PPT as well.
now, ma'am.
Ma'am, we can see your screen, but you are on Zoom, right? So we can see the Zoom one. You have to switch tab.
Now,
No, it's not. Uh, when you're sharing the screen, share your entire screen so that when you'll switch, we can see it. Ma'am, if you need some time, what we can do is you can share your PPT to me in the chat box, then I can present on your behalf. But meanwhile, you send me the PPT, we can go on to the next presenter because we also have a
okay.
time constraint, so we have
Yes,
to
yes,
carry
yes,
forward.
ma'am.
Okay, so the next presenter is Chetan Agarwal from Maharashtra Institute of Technology. And the paper title is A Survey on Edge Detection Using Particle Swarm Optimization. Sir, please start with your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yes,
I have shared my screen. It is visible.
yes.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chetan Agrawal from Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. I am here to present our survey on edge detection using particle swarm optimization. We are going to see the evolution of particle swarm optimization throughout the traditional towards the modern and deep learning techniques. These are the some outlines. In next 10 minutes, we are going to see introduction, problem statement, literature review, code methodology, why hybrid approach, some analysis and conclusion about my survey paper. Let's start with the introduction. Why edges are important? Edges are the skeleton of images. For a self-driving car to identify a pedestrian or for a doctor to identify tumor, need to find the edges from starting to end point. If the diagnosis fails or the self-driving car detect wrong pedestrian, that can cause an accident and a wrong diagnosis, and it will lead to a main failure. So that's why the edges are very much important in the images. Some application of edges are medical diagnosis, autonomous systems, industrial expansions. The core problem statement why we have done survey is because from last 40 years we are just using the traditional meeting like Canny, Sobel, Privet, and with the strict parameters. Because of that, they have very core weaknesses that we have identified. There are three main weaknesses that we have identified. One of them is noise sensitivity, lack of adaptability, and the result. And so we need the optimization in the traditional methods. That's why we can find a good and refined edges, and we can use them for our medical and other purposes. As I stated the problem statement in theory wise, this is the visual representation of the problem statement. By seeing it, we can clearly analyze that Kanye Sobel and PSO has lot of differences in age detection. Core literature review about our paper. We first studied the traditional methods, Sobel, Privet, Canny, their advantages, their disadvantages, and that we stated in the paper according to the previous researchers and what they have done. After that, we find what is the best approach that we can find throughout the evolution, and that was when the machine learning technology came. In the machine learning technology, SVM, random forest, all these algorithms were used to adapt a new age detection technique, but they also lack in the label dataset. The supervised learning technique needs a lot of dataset, and which is labeled dataset, and that was very hard to generate to create. So the machine learning technique also falls sometimes. After that, we have moved to deep learning techniques like CNN and vision transformer. The transformer, which has changed complete artificial intelligence after 2020. The same transformer is changing the computer vision technologies by coming in the vision in the format of vision transformer. It is using same dividing the images like words and extracting their features and creating a refined image processing and detection segmentation on the images. We find that this technology using deep learning gives us the accuracy and the one feature of that automatic feature extraction as is the good for our perfect edge detection. But when we study or dig further, the new researcher or new research process is forwarding in the path of the hybrid models, like use the one traditional method or a optimization method combined with deep learning and find the best edge detection for the medical images or your whatever applications you have to need that. So we have concluded in our research paper that we have the hybrid method will be the best method for the edge detection. The core concept behind our survey paper is the particle swarm optimization (PS). This why this method we are choosing. This method is more adaptive, more refined than traditional methods. The core is of this method is it is based on the flock of birds. When the birds find food and the whole second bird or the previous birds who are there, they follow the best path according to that bird. Here is the same path we can say in the particles. One particle follow the best path to find the best edge. Other particles automatically started following it in an iterative process, and that gives us the best edge prediction. This was the theory part. What is the maths behind it? In the next slide, we will see the equation, the mathematical big equation. But this equation is the responsible for the particle optimization to move in the same velocity according to the first particle. Here, the main key parameters are inertia weight, that is W, that balance between the new areas and refined current edges. It is personal based and G based are the area where personal based solution found by the particle and the global based solution given by SWAM. C1, C2 are the acceleration coefficient that helps to move particle in the same velocity, and R and R2 are two random values that behave prevent getting stuck in the local optima. This the particle who is moving should not stuck in the local optima and give the best result. That's why this equation was designed. The core flowchart behind PSO algorithm, how it works on the iteration. First, it is simulation parameters. We give parameters and we assign particular position and velocity to all the particles. After that, we find the best fitness function of particle moving ahead of each other. We give them a personal based and G based. And after that, we start the iterative process on that only until they find the best edges according to our PS algorithm and flowchart. This is the core methodology behind the flowchart and on survey. We also find this flowchart from the one research paper that we studied along. PSO hybrid in modern vision technology architectures. How PSO find the best fit in the hybrid structure of the modern vision architecture like CNN or deep learning techniques. What is the basic role of PSO in that? PSO find the fine-tune parameters, select features, and change that features or update that thresholds according to the particle or image needed. In traditional method previously, the fixed parameters were there. They're not changing according to image. But in by using PSO, we can change the parameters and we can get the clear edge detection. It will reduce noise, all the parameters that affect the edge detection, it will reduce them. Combining PSO with CNN first gives us the accuracy around 98% that we found on our survey. And this will help you to get the refined and very perfect edges. VI to PSO systems.
Sir,
Vision transfer.
you are past your presentation time. Can you please get to the conclusion?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The next slide. This is the comparative analysis, how we are done in the optimization machine learning. Through the conclusion, particle swarm optimization is essential in addressing the limitation of iteration techniques. And so can use the modern architecture, CNN and VIT to more adaptive performance. There are some open research challenge for that also. We need real-time performance. We need high infrastructure and graphical power to computational power to get that machine learning or the deep learning transformers or to work. And the future scope is that we have to develop a lightweight domain-specific adaptive PSO driven architecture that can be work on the website and mobile also. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. How many other optimization algorithms you know?
Ma'am, there are many other algorithms, but I don't know in exactly name or in deep format, but there are too many, three or four main well-defined optimization, and that can use for edge detection.
But then why did you choose this one?
Ma'am, same.
Particle
Why
swarm.
we choose particle swarm optimization for because it is lightweight, it has iteration power, and it changes the parameters according to the particles in the iterative process, which is lightweight for
Okay.
the and so
Any deep learning algorithm you know?
yes, ma'am. Deep
And
learning
what is the
algorithm.
difference between deep learning and machine learning?
Okay, ma'am. I know the convolutional neural network, vision transformer algorithms that can use in the deep learning. The main difference between deep learning and machine learning is machine learning algorithms are slow process or they work on the label data or minimum data process. They are not that computational. They don't have that computational power. But in deep learning, you use lot of or big data sets like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, more images, and that we train on to give the perfection to the models or machine deep learning models or
Okay, thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now I will be sharing my screen on behalf of Alicia, ma'am. Ma'am, you can start with your presentation and let me know if your PPT is visible and when you want to change slides.
Okay, ma'am. I'm audible?
Yes. Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Can you present slideshow?
Yes. Okay, ma'am, start with your presentation.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My research is completely based on secondary data. So today I am presenting a mixed method case study of DHFL rupees 34,000 crore scam, governance failure, and financial forensic and regulatory implications. Can you change slide, ma'am? Ma'am, can you please? So we go into deeper, we need to understand about the case study. So I will tell about the DHFL. It is Diwan Housing Finance Limited. It founded in 1984. So it's basically non-banking finance sector working for the giving loan to the people. So DHFL borrowing money from bank, from bonds and debentures, so they can lend money to the house loan. So this is basically their work. So we need to understand their work pattern. So in DHFL, their loan process is first they take the papers from the clients, then a loan request is happen, then loan database there is going, then underwriting, then approval committee, then chief marginal director. But till 2012, the work is going smoothly. But after that, they many of them founding defaulting the amount of the loan amount. So in 2010 and 2018, Punjab Bank and SBI complained about the loan defaulter fault. Then after this case study started, in you can say in the introduction the 2019 exposed the 31,000 crore scam involving fake loan and fraud diversion of promoters. Loan were given the shell companies and security violating the RBI's norms. Then out of 96,000 crore borrow by DHFL, 31,000 crore was litigation misuse. So they basically taking money from the banks. In the there is a one more yojana is going on that time, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So they taken money from the government banks on the subsidy, but they money not giving to the clients. So they doing frauds. They using those money for themselves and investing in the shells company and investing in the further in the cash amounts. Ma'am, can you please change the slide? So these are my objective to analyze the financial anomalies of liquid DHFLs, then examine the government's failure, then to propose the replica early warning framework for fraud detection of NBFCs. Please change the slide. So when I study many review of literature, then I found out the regulatory failure of the SEBI, then delay action. In DHFL, they only took two. They take only two audits in a 3 year. Basically, it's wrong. So promoter explodes shell forms and the auditor fail and detect fraud. Then NBFC risks I found. Then heavy reliances short-term funds and off-balance sheet vehicle increase the systematic risks. Then fraud mechanism, over 200 shell company used for the loan diversion. DHFL used 200 plus shell companies to take their money out there. Then liquid issue, DHFL show extreme liquidity, volatile. Then there is a CV 168% is more high in ANOVA test they found out. Then reset outcome is Piramal Group IBSC lead the recovery. Ma'am, can you change the slide? So while I'm analyzing the data qualitatively and quantitatively, so in research design, mixed method I used in the study, qualitative documents analysis, data collection, the financial report is from 2010 to 2021. In this, two audits are there, then KPFG audits is going there, then regulatory order, forensic audit and media sources I collected, then data preparation created panel data, calculated key financial ratio, neon coding for the key fraud them. It's case 0.8. It's basically I study in the software. Then I found this data. Then analytical technique used ANOVA, Turkey SD and stress test. I'm change the. So these are the findings of my research. It's completely based on secondary. There is a no human interaction, only their website data, ITR data, and
Ma'am,
the newspaper data is present.
ma'am, sorry for the interruption, but we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
past the presentation time. Can you please
Yes,
get
ma'am.
to the
Can you?
conclusion?
Yes, ma'am. Please change the
Yes,
slide.
should I like take on the okay.
So, my conclusion of this study is regulatory and audit failure we found in that. So, we know, is this not the case study? We need to understand in this case study why I chose this case study, because this is not helpful for the governments, but it's helpful for the all investors and as usual every normal person, because we need to understand how company works and how company going through and they are doing audit or not, and how they are positioned in the market, because till 2018 DHFL is the top one company in the stock market. So we need to understand where we invest and how we invest. So basically, this case study helped everyone to understand the company. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation. If there are any questions, or we can proceed further with the next presenter. So the next presenter is Husnara Khan from IAS University, India. And the paper title is Data Palm Disease Analysis for Leaves and Dates through Correlation Factor Analysis. Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. My topic is date palm disease analysis for leaves and date through correlation factor. The introduction part is feature analysis is essential for effective identification and categorization of alignments affecting date palms. By extracting important visual traits from images of infected leaves, it enables precise disease detection using machine learning algorithms. Features such as color changes, texture patterns, lesion shape, and size can help distinguish between different date palm diseases. At the national level, India imports over 250,000 metric tons of dates annually due to limited domestic production, disease, and climate stress, which significantly reduce productivity. Background is the key aspects of feature analysis in identifying date palm disease is visual indicators, feature extraction method, common date palm disease, machine learning integration. Impact of feature analysis is early detection, accurate classification, high throughput screening. Challenges in feature analysis is environmental variability and disease severity. Now, related work is these are the some I have taken the reference and year and what they have done, the major tasks, what technology they have used, and what are the result accuracy. In 2024, the plant disease classification, they use the ELM and ML SVM technology, and the result accuracy at 84.94. And in 2023, the topic is leaf disease classification. They use deep learning and augmented learning, and this was a review paper. In 2023, this is also a review paper. They use the technology, deep learning, and machine learning approach. In 2022, they use CNN, and the result accuracy is 99.6. 2022, there is also a feature extraction technique, and they also use the technique CNN, and this was a review paper. In 2021, palm tree correlation leaf spots is the topic, and they use the ANN technology, and the result accuracy is 99.67. In 2020, they use CNN technology, and the result accuracy is 97.99. This is all about related work. And what is the problem formulation from my side is the problem address in this research is to automatically detect and classify date palm disease by dividing them into two major categories. The first is leaf diseases and the second is date fruit diseases. The study focus on extracting discriminated features from images and analyzing the correlation among these features to identify the most influential parameter contributing to disease classification. Selecting relevant feature from high dimensional data, reducing redundancy through correlation factor analysis, and computes correlation among extracted features. Proposed work is this is basically a block diagram. The block diagram consists of image acquisition, image processing, then image segmentation, then we feature extract, and then we go for a classification. Then we use this correlation formula to identify the disease and leaves in a date palm. The proposed system in the above formula of X is a selected factor of feature as mentioned in the introduction section. The qualities value we are expecting for the computation for classification impact over the feature. We use support vector machine based on grayscale co-occurrence matrix analysis model tentatively we used. Results are feature analysis and an impact for the date palm to compute the ratio of emerge factor as mentioned in the introduction section. The affect the date palm. Selected factor ratio measurement analysis for the growth of healthy date palm to achieve the highest accuracy for date palm identification based on feature impact analysis. This proposed work covered the various aspects of features in positive and negative manner to increase the good quality of data in existing environment. Proposed work to include the feature collection with its quantitative value to perform the mathematical analysis based on the listed disease mentioned in the above comparative study table. These are the results that we have used in this impact of environment on date palm disease in India versus other country. India showing the yellow color and other countries showing the green color. This is the correlation matrix that we have find from the given data. These are the result that showing the bar graph. High classification accuracy achieved across both disease categories and improved precision and recall due to correlated feature selections. These are the results. Implications for disease identification and classification. The first point, environmental feature. Environment feature is impact on disease identification and classification. We take three environment features: temperature, water, and humidity. When temperature increases, that might be make a stress signs. When the water increases, water there is a water stress, and when humidity increases, encourage certain pathogens. These are the all results with feature and correlation impact, which shows them positive and negative solution. When temperature increases, then we got the result 0.85. When rainfall is this, then we got the 0.80, and humidity we got 0.78 positive manner, and water stress 0.090. These are the conclusion. This paper includes the feature aspect over the date palm disease identification. Using the computation correlation factor along with the features, we identify the disease as in result table 3. Feature analysis and impact for date palm to compute the ratio of emerge factor as mentioned in the introduction section that affect the date palm. Selected factor ratio measurement analysis for the growth of healthy date palm. Future work increases the same other factor that leave their impact analysis over the date palm regional based analysis to achieve the highest accuracy for date palm identification based on feature impact analysis. These are the some references, and this is all about from my side. Thank you.
Okay, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, yes, do you know any type of disease which is affected or which is there for the type of plants or something?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, do you know any type of disease identified?
Yes, ma'am. Back scorch, hot spot. These are the diseases that find in the dates palm leaves. These are the diseases.
Okay, is it specific to this particular type of plant only?
No, ma'am. You can
For
find
any type of
any.
plant, we can identify.
Yeah, 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 ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we can go on to the next presenter.
Thank you, ma'am.
So the next presentation is by Niraja Jain from Avantika University. And the paper title is Designing an AI-driven judicial support system for medical negligence cases in India. Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
I've sent you the share request, ma'am. Once you stop your sharing,
Yes, I've stopped it.
it is not giving me the entire screen.
Ma'am, please try again. There might be some glitch. Now you'll be able to share.
I cannot share the entire screen. It is just asking me to select the windows.
Um, Let me just see. Ma'am, all the permissions from our side are given, like there's no issue or any restriction from this side.
So with control, I select multiple windows. I guess this solves the issue. Yes, I've selected the multiple windows.
Yes, ma'am, your screen sharing has started.
Great.
Just give it a sec.
Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, we can see all the tabs at the PPT tab as well. You can start with your presentation.
So I have shared my PPT in the full screen mode. I trust it is pretty visible now.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. Should I minimize this? So very good afternoon to everyone present in the meeting room. Today I'm just talking about AI-driven judicial decision support system for medical negligence cases in India. So this is research work taken up by myself and Dr. Rajiv Kumar from Muradabad Institute of Technology and Dr. Gulnosh from Kuala Lumpur University of Science and Technology at Malaysia. Before moving forward, let me say thank you to Gamma for helping me into the presentation. And as my title itself is based on to use of AI into the medical legal cases in India, I have not being hesitant in using AI in everything and anything that I'm presenting out here. So we have seen that there are multiple challenges when it comes to medical legal cases in India. What are those challenges? The first and foremost is the legal practitioners and the medical practitioners. Both are different. There is hardly any intersection being done during their training at the school or college levels. So when a medical negligence litigation in India is being presented in the court, it is difficult for the lawyers to understand the medical nitty-gritties, and also it is equally difficult for the medical professionals to understand the laws or the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, or earlier we used to call it as the IPC. So what in nutshell this system is, since our courts are overburdened with multiple cases, many a times interpreting the statutory provisions into the law is also very, very difficult. Understanding the typical complex procedural medical details is not a layman's job. And many a times while giving the decisions, the efficiency and the fairness seems to be compromised. And that is exactly where the system might help you, wherein the system is making use of certain AI tools, which will be helpful in legal document summarization. It will help you in probable case outcome prediction, and it can also help you in the statute classification in particularly the Indian context. So there are few systems worldwide available which assist in the judicial systems. Of course, judicial systems cannot ever be replaced by the AI. It will always be the human-centered systems. But still, whatever systems are available in the legal domain are majorly trained onto the Western laws, and there is a need of a domain-specific solution into the medico-legal ecosystem of India. Now, what happens into the medico-legal cases in India particularly? So, how the system can help you in the early stages of the trial? It will help you in identifying the earlier cases and the judgments. It will help you in understanding what all IPCs we used to call it earlier. So those were 304A, 337 and 338. Unfortunately, we do not have any section IPC which entirely is focused onto medical negligence cases. So under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, this 304A, 337 and 338 are underlining the fact that these deals with the culpable homicide due to rash or negligent act. And that is why these cases majorly are being taken to the trials under the Consumer Forum Act or the breach of the service agreement and all that. So this JDSS that we will be referring to henceforth will be AI powered. It will particularly have a legal focus related to India, and it will be fine-tuned onto the Indian legal corpora. Now, for doing this, what we try to do is collected from the open domain close to 200 odd cases and the documents which are available into the online systems. And then we try to use the machine learning techniques to train our system. Now, what are the current gaps in the justice delivery? That delayed adjudication. Since we need the manual review of the case files, it is a pretty time consuming. Then lack of medical expertise among the legal practitioners, as I've mentioned in the very introductory part, that our lawyers are not trained onto medical terminologies, nor our medicine experts or professionals are turned with the laws. Then there is a very limited access to the underprivileged class of the society to the specialized legal services in their region. Now, to address all these difficulties faced by the common people, this JDSS is being proposed, which has the architecture, a pipeline, wherein you will have the user input as a case text. And what you will get, so we will have a pre-processing module. Into this pre-processing module, you basically will be using the NLP techniques and the supervised machine learning models, wherein which has the ability to extract the structured knowledge from the unstructured legal text. So since our user input is a case text, we will need to get it annotated into the structured format. Later on, you will have a document being classified. The basic information will be retrieved from it through your summarization engine. Then that will help you in extracting the case summary. What does that case summary gives you? So case summary actually tells you that what type of case it is, under which section that was being trialed, and what is the result or the judgment given or passed into that particular case. Now, the legal decision support systems needs to be well structured. It need to be trained onto the annotated data sets, and unfortunately, these are rarely available into the Indian context or the Indian courts. So, what we try to do, we try to take the help of the law students and the practitioners to help us annotate this data set. So into the pre-processing module, it will tokenize and normalize the text. It will use NER, that is named entity recognition, for entities like medical procedures, legal statutes, anonymization of the
Ma'am,
privacy.
sorry for the interruption, but
Yes,
we
yes,
have to
I'll
get to the
continue.
conclusion.
Yes. The classification module will map the case summaries to relevant IPCs, and the precedent retrieval will be done through the BERT, that is bidirectional encoder respondent. So this is the comparison of JDS's unique features along with a few other systems which are available in the international and national domain. We also try to look into the ethical and legal issues related to it, which is integration with SHAP and attention visualization, privacy and security aspect of the litigant, and the bias and the fairness needs to be done away. And this was done majorly with the subgrouping of the performance testing. So yes, moving finally to the conclusion. Uh, what is the fast forward for this the system that we have deployed so far? So we will need to put it into a multilingual expansion mode so that multiple cases from the local courts can be taken up. The real world deployment can be done through pilot testing this system into the legal aid clinics and the judicial training institutes. And we can also try to integrate this with the e-courts. So that's all. I'll stop my presentation here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay,
Thank you, ma'am, for your
while doing your
presentation.
research work,
Yes, ma'am.
have you come across any term called as the true positive rate or false positive rate while implementing your models for classification?
Yes, yes, that of course do happen that many a times, say for example, multiple IPCs are being applied. Say for example, it was a case of a motor vehicle accident. Now it comes under one IPC because it was the case of negligent and rash driving. And now when the death happens in the hospital, it might be not because of the doctor's fault, but still that medical negligence act is also being applied. So when the final judgment comes, it again varies from time to time, many a times onto the collective wisdom of the judges through which this case passes through multiple courts like district court and other courts. And then it happens that whatever we have predicted a typical IPC, that is not the only IPC that is being applied to that case. So this is where the false prediction is being done, and that is why the system needs to be trained onto a larger data set. And that larger data set training will happen only when the system can support the multilingual capacity, because many a times the judgments available are into the regional languages. So that needs to be translated properly, articulated further, then annotated, and then only the system can be foolproof. And that is why at this point of time,
Okay.
I'm just claiming that this will be a support system, will not be replacing the human judgments. And secondly, it will be used for training purpose majorly, wherein the upcoming lawyers will be practicing their documentation onto the system.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now the next presenter is Sachin Divakar from Dayalbagh Educational Institute, India, and the paper title is Development of an Automatic Foot Measurement System Using Arduino and Ultrasonic Sensors. Sir, please start with your presentation.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. Ma'am, is my screen is visible or not? May I know?
Yes. Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. So, very good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sachin Divakar, and I'm from Dayalbagh Educational Institute from the Dayalbagh, Agra. And today I'm here to present my presentation over a topic of development of an automatic foot measurement system using Arduino and the ultrasonic sensors. Before starting my presentation, I would like to tell you something about myself. Actually, I'm from the footwear background, and today my topic is completely related to the foot measurements. Actually, the very first question is why foot measurement device is needed to us. So I would like to explain, make you experience something that whenever we go to the market for purchasing the footwear, so everybody and we all of us most of the time face one problem, that we couldn't find any perfect footwear according to our foot size. So that is the common problem nowadays. And as a engineer in a footwear background, I thought about this problem, and I tried to find out a solution. And the solution is that we trying to develop a automatic foot measurement system using the Arduino and ultrasonic sensors. Now, what is the agenda of today's presentation is abstract, introduction, literature review, objective, result, conclusion, and references. So the very first, let me tell you something about the abstract. Accurate foot measurement is essential in the footwear industry for the proper shoe fittings and the customization and reducing the product returns. Traditional manual measurements methods are the time consuming and the prone to the human error. This project presents the design and the development of an automatic foot measurement system using an Arduino, SCSR04 ultrasonic sensors, and a 16 into 2 LED display is also there. Two ultrasonic sensors are used to measure to foot length and the width in a non-contact manner while calculating the echo time of the ultrasonic waves. The measurement distance of the process to the determined actual foot dimensions, which display the real time on the LCD. The system is powered by a 5-volt supply and uses the simple low-cost component. The proposed system is affordable, easy to use, and suitable for the retail stores and footwear manufacturing units, and offers significant potential for the automation in the personalized footwear fitting and the smart retail applications. So let me simplify it. that we are measuring the foot measurements as a personal basis also, but we can also use the system for the like a shops and the marts where the footwear are being sold. And actually, this is the slide over here, the literature review. Actually, I just reviewed some papers. These are the in the left hand side. There are the authors of the papers and the publishing year, and for the work has been done related to the my work. So this is a literature review. I'll not take too much time because we have a short time. Or next, I would like to tell you something about the research gaps. So the what are the research gaps I found when I was thinking about making my this project? I I found some gaps. The first one is limited foot measure parameters measured, because whenever we go to the any shop or any showroom to purchase the footwear, they don't have any proper measuring tools so that they can the shopkeeper or whatever the owner of the shop is, he or she can measure the foot measure take the foot measurements of the customers properly. And the absence of the 3D foot profile, because our foot is a 3D profile, so you cannot measure only the length and the width of the foot. And you by only measuring the length and width of the foot, you cannot easily identify the proper fitted footwear for your foot. And the next one is no dynamic and the load waste measurement. We Whenever we go to the market to purchase a footwear, we always thought that the length of the foot is necessary, but not only the length is necessary, even the weight distribution is also most important. But still, in the footwear market and the footwear shops, we don't have any tool or machines through which we can measure the load waste measurement of any particular footwear of foot or any person. And the next one is the lack of intelligent size recommendation and the commercial deployment challenges. No data storage or uses history management means if many customers are visiting any store for the purchasing the footwears, but the shop or the store don't keep any kind of data for their future uses and the perfection. So these are the some research gaps which I found. Now, what is the purpose of the research? The very simple purpose is to develop a low-cost automatic foot measurement system using a Arduino and the ultrasonic sensors to eliminate the human error and the discomfort associated with the traditional manual foot measurement, to provide a contactless and use-friendly solution suitable for the retail and the academic environments, to accurately measure foot length and the width in a real time with the minimal response to the time, and to demonstrate the practical applications of the embedded system in the footwear industry to improve the shoe size, selection, accuracy, thereby the reducing is a mismatch and the product returns, to offer a affordable alternative expensive 3D foot scanning technologies, to enable the quick dimension making of customers retailers through the instant display of the result. And we can also say that it is a time consuming method through which we can easily and with the short time identify the proper fitting of the shoe. And there are some environmental impacts of, sorry, this it's not on my slide, sorry, I'm just skipping it. Now what the components I'm using, in this project. So the first one is Arduino Uno, and the second one SCSR4 ultrasonic sensors. I'm using the two ultrasonic sensors, and there is a LCD display that dimension is 16 into 2, and the 10K ampere the potentiometer. We are also using the breadboard and the jumper wires. We are also using to supply the power and the power supply and the measurement platform. Now, what is the process uh, to design and develop this machine? So the very first is design, system design and planning. First of all, we need to plan the how the design or machine will work. So we take a blueprint first of all, that how the all the sensors will connected and how the display will connect and the how the jumper wires will get connected to each other. So first of all, we take a blueprint, and then we select the hardware on the basis of their applications, that what length and the what width and what kind of sensors we needed and what kind of instrument we needed in our project. So we decide and we select those hardwares. The next step is sensor placement and the calibration. So as you can see in the picture, the one ultrasonic sensor is placed at the front of the foot. In the next slide, I'll show you the full picture of my project. And another sensor is placed at the inside measure of the foot width. And the initial calibration of the performed using known reference distance. Next, next step is software development. Arduino is programmed to trigger the ultrasonic sensors and
Sir,
capture the echo
sorry for
signals.
the interruption, but we are past the presentation time. Can you please get to the conclusion?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Sure, sure. Just give me a 1 minute only. Okay, so this is the foot size mapping, that how the actual the system, the whole system will work. This is the total mapping of that foot size. So now you can see the testing and the validation part of the project. Here we are using, as you can see, this is the platform where we customer or any person can key a foot, and we are using this sensor at the side of the foot and at the back side. And these are the limitations through which these sensors will work, and automatically they detect the length and the width of the foot. And there is a how this work, the foot placement, simple, and then the ultrasonic single transmission. These sensors will work, and the eco repetitions. The next working step is foot dimension computation. The shoe size detection, it will automatically detect your length and width of the foot, and as well as the circumference, like a ball girth and step girth and ankle girth. So it will automatically detect your whole dimensions of your foot, and automatically it will recommend you the size, that the size is 7 is fruitful or suitable for your foot, or the 6.5, 7.5, whatever size, it will automatically recommend you. Display and the result is, you can see the result on this LCD, sorry. Now system reset, you can use after using one time, you can reset the machine and you can use it for the next time. Now, what are the key achievements which I achieved in my project? So successfully designed and implement an automatic foot measurement system using Arduino, and achieve accurate measurement of the foot length and the width using the ultrasonic sensors. Develop a low cost and the simple hardware prototype. Validated the system through the simulation and the physical testing. Showed the practical and the feasibility of the ultrasonic sensor foot measurement applications, and the reduce the dependency on the manual foot measuring tools. Now there's the conclusion that we make a machine that will save the time of the shopkeepers and the shop owners, and as well as for the customers. And it is very fruitful and the convenient for the customer, because they can now find out the correct size footwear. So these are the references. So now any question? Any one of you would like to ask any question or any query related to my presentation?
No, no from my side.
Yeah, ma'am, actually your voice is not clear. It's there's a glitch in your voice. I'm not able to understand.
Yeah, no question from my side, I said. Hello.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
So the next presenter is Parimi Hemashri from CBR College of Engineering, and the paper title is Efficient Spoilage Detection for fruits and vegetables using Gabor Convolutional Neural Networks. Ma'am, please start with your presentation.
Sure, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Good afternoon. Yes, ma'am, your voice is clear. You can start.
Yeah, my PPTs are visible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, myself, Dr. P. Hemasri. Today I'll be presenting on efficient spoilage detection of fruits and vegetables using Gabor convolution neural networks. Actually, automation of food inspection is increasing due to advances in food processing technology. Manual food inspection is time consuming, subjective, and inefficient. And this proposed deep learning approach is used by using a customized Gabor filter based CNN. And this model is implemented in Python for food identification and spoilage detection. It is a two-stage methodology which includes the given test image, like test fruit is a fruit or a vegetable, which are going for the classification purpose. And later, even we are finding the freshness or the spoilage assessment. Accurate spoilage detection in fruits and vegetables is essential to reduce waste and ensure food safety. India's horticulture sector faces 25 to 30% post-harvest losses, causing economic losses over 2 lakh crore annually. Major causes includes poor storage, transportation, and processing infrastructure. Basically, convolution neural networks detect color and shape but fail to capture subtle texture defects. Gabor filters effectively extract line features extracting related to surface spoilage. A hybrid Gabor CNN (GCNN) is proposed to peel the spoil detection. Evaluated on fruits and vegetables like apple, potato, orange, banana, so on. And we show the results which are more accurate and efficient with real-time control purpose. So traditionally, we are using the traditional methods employed like sensor evaluation, which are subjective and has poor early spoilage detection. And microbiological and chemical tests were there, which are accurate but slow as well as costly, and it is purely lab-based. So prevention techniques extend shelf life but do not detect spoilage. Deep learning approaches CNNs will be widely used for automated spoilage detection, and we go for custom CNN BGG16 multi-layer CNNs, which are effectively classify fresh and spoilage posture. But CNNs struggle with fine texture-based defects. And the challenges in Gabor CNN integration is parameter tuning, generalization, and efficiency. And our work we had implemented using adaptive Gabor filters with the combination of CNNs, making the transfer learning more robust for real-time industrial applications. The basic block diagram includes some loading the data set using some pre-processing techniques like image resizing, normalizing, splitting the database, which includes a method initially data collection like curated data sets for fruits and vegetables were collected for both fresh fruits as well as for spoiled fruits, and image includes both damaged as well as spoiled samples under different varying conditions. Later we had implemented data pre-processing where image size is resized, and we had done normalization and noise reduction and also contrast enhancement using histogram equalization. Further, to improve our effectiveness of the accuracy, we had imparted data augmentation by varying different rotations, translation methods, so that we can attain good classification results. And the feature extraction part, a multi-scale, multi-oriented Gabor filters are used to extract fine texture features related to peel damage and spoilage. And these are the basic definitions which are included for the Gabor filter design. And Gabor filter output, like we are given the image of size 256 by 256, it was resized to 180 by 180, 128 by 128. For the Gabor filter of 11 by 11, we had used it, and we had customized filter based CNN layers are used, and we had used reduced trainable parameters so that we'll have a faster convergence. And this is our model. So we have taken an image of size 256 by 256 by 3 because it is a color image, and perform the Gabor convolution with the kernel size of 11 by 11, then go for the max pooling with the size 2 by 2 where output layers are 128 by 128 with 192. Later perform the convolution and max pooling, and with the stage of 6 mn, okay, we had used max pooling and normalization, so that's why I had used mn in my representation. Later average pooling at the last stage where the output is 1 by 1 by 48. Later the flattening is performed and given to the fully connected layer, and there we'll be deciding whether my output is a fruit or a vegetable, and once it is a fruit or vegetable, is it the freshness stage or the spoil stage. So these are the extraction methods which were had updated, and convolution neural networks with max pooling and normalization layer is the representation of my structure. So we had done the data augmentation part so that we'll have more number of samples for the classification. So different vegetables and fruits were taken. First set we had taken completely all the fresh fruits and vegetables. Second set we had taken the spoiled samples of these fruits and vegetables, and the model is trained with our particular network, and we can observe that the accuracy training accuracy is smoothened within the starting epochs. And this is a main classification pipeline where stage one includes fruits or vegetables, freshness and spoilage detection will be identified, training strategies involved, and we had included the evaluation metrics, accuracy, precision, confusion matrix we had. Then we had gone for the deployment perspective and decided whether my network is or my particular given is a fruit or a vegetable with the freshness stage or the spoil stage. And these are the different test results, including variation in the size, variation in the angular representations, and spoil images of different representations. We have done it, and with different vegetables. These are some samples of the outputs, and this is a confusion matrix for the identification of the spoilage detection for fruits and vegetables on the model of the different data sets what we had used. And apple, banana, different fruits and vegetables were considered. Out of that one, we had attained the accuracy of 98%. So already we had tested our data set with different networks. So among that, Gabor convolution neural networks had proved more efficient than with the other. And finally, I can conclude that develop a customized Gabor convolution neural network model for the detection of fruit or vegetable identification independent of ripeness. Effectiveness detects spoilage via discolorization, always also physical damage. Physical damage also says that it is spoiled. And the main purpose, benefits of our automation is it reduces the food wastage, prevents distribution of spoiled produce, and also promotes environmental sustainability. So the main impact, it improves the potential in the food industry, which improves operational efficiency, reduces cost, enhances food safety, and supports global food security. So finally, this is my implementation of the food spoilage detection, and the limitations relies on some external visual features may not detect the internal early stage spoilage. That is one particular limitation. And further, we can integrate some additional sensors or some other techniques to access the internal quality, and also want to demonstrate with some more deep into the networks to automate some key aspects of food quality control, offering some solution to reduce the waste, and which is a good outcome for the industry as well as for the consumers. Thank you, ma'am, for giving the opportunity.
Okay, how many records are there in your data set?
Yes, ma'am.
How many total records are there in your data set? What is the size of
We
your data set?
actually we had taken more than 10,000 images, ma'am. Among that one, 80% we had taken for the training, and 20% we had gone for the testing.
Okay,
And
so the
each
images were of different
different,
variables,
yeah,
correct?
different fruits and vegetables. 200 of each categorized we had categorized, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation.
Thank you,
Now we
ma'am.
will go on to the next participant. So the next presentation is by Vrajesh Patel from Parul University, and the paper title is Experiment on the Performance of Hybrid Fiber Reinforced Concrete when Steel Fiber, Glass Fiber, and Fly Ash are included in the mix in M30 grade. Sir, you can start with your presentation. And I believe you have two more paper titles, which you have to present in this conference only. So if you wish to continue after one after the other presentation, you can.
Okay, madam. My voice is clear?
Yes. Yes.
The PPT is visible, madam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a minute, 1 minute.
Yes.
Now, is it a full screen?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So as madam said that my topic is experiment on the performance of the hybrid fiber reinforced concrete when steel fiber and glass fiber as well as the fly ash are included in the mix M30 grade. Myself, Dr. Rajesh Patel, I am associate professor from Parul University, and my student name, research scholar name is Jaipal Contractor. And this is the aim of our topic, that is discover the M30 hybrid fiber reinforced concrete through the use of steel fiber, glass fiber, and fly ash, and the performance of mechanical performance. So the introduction we can say for the topic, we can say the material which we are going to use, that is HFRC, and it was developed based on the combination of the steel fiber, glass fiber, and fly ash. Now, in order to enhance the strength, durability, and steel fibers, the 50 length and the 0.75 diameter, that is dosage, we can say 24.5 kg per meter cube. Here we are going to use 0.31% by volume replacement of the concrete. And in addition of this, there are alkali resistant glass fiber also we are going to use, having a size that is a length 24 and diameter 1 to 2 mm, and it's having the density, we can say 15.63 kg per meter cube, and for the wall, as per the volume, we are using 0.62% of the volume. To ensure that this cement was more sustainable, 20% cement has been sustained with the fly ash, and this means that there has been reduction in the cement consumption with the negativity quality. The concrete mix was prepared according to the IS code 10262, and the main purpose such hybrid mixture was to enhance the tensile as well as the flexural strength, toughness, and the crack resistance. To have better knowledge, the amount of the material were also presented in the percentage of the total mix. Now, what are the scopes of this? The study aims of the this laboratory level design, testing, and the analysis of M30 HFRC, and results of the anticipated of the useful industry in the pavement industrial floor. So these are the application for this mix and structural members also. Now the objectives: reduce the environmental impact by the employing fly ash, and hence the mechanical characteristics of the concrete, improvement in the resistance of the cracking, shrinkage, and the corrosion, attain the cost effective also. Now, which material we used as per the requirement of the 10262, that is a code of the Indian standard for the mixed design. And from that, we got these numbers, that is cement, that is 312 kg per meter cube, that is 12.9% of the volume, fly ash 77.99, water, that is 159.70, fine aggregate 650 kg per meter cube, coarse aggregate 1180 kg per meter cube, and plasticizer, that is also 2.73 kg per meter cube, and steel fibers and glass fibers, which are main, we can say 1% we are going to take, and 0.6% of this volume. So M30 grade we are going to use. And what are the types of steel fibers? That is a basic requirement that we must have to know before they applying the steel fibers. Those straight fibers, hooked end fibers, and then crimped, then twisted, and round flat fiber. Now here out of we have used 0.1% crimped steel fiber by volume. And steel fiber details, so for this crimp fiber, that length 55 mm, diameter 0.75 mm, 1235, that is its a tensile strength, and aspect ratio 73, then length upon diameter ratio, that is 73, and the chemistry we can say carbon 0.20%, silicon, that is 0.30%, magnesium that is 0.50%, sulfur 0.02%, and phosphorus 0.03%. Same way for glass fiber details also we have given here, that is 24 mm by 1 or 2 micron, that is a size of diameter, and then very low electrical conductivity. Specific gravity of this material is 2.68 gram per cm cube. Materials alkali resistance glass fiber, and the point we can say the temperature we can maintain, that is 860 degree, and then chemical resistance very high, modulus of elasticity 72 GPa gigapascal, and tensile strength more than 1000 megapascal. Here we can see what is the exactly steel fiber we used in our project, that is 1% steel fiber. The shape and diameter I hope you can understand. And the same thing, the types of glass fiber, that is E glass fiber, S glass fiber, C glass fiber, and AR glass fiber. Here we used that 0.5% of AR glass fiber by volume with the length of 50 to 60 mm and with the diameter of 0.75 mm diameter. Here this is the glass fiber, you can see, and the glass fiber as well as we use the steel fiber also. These are the mix we used M30, and through which we can get the slump also, because before start applying the concrete, we have to check the slump. If the slump is not okay, so we have to maintain that one. And after getting the proper slump, we are going to apply the concrete, and this is the process of the casting. And these are the cube casting for testing point of view, the compressive strength, and the main aim to tensile strength, compressive strength. So that's why we are providing these beams also for the tensile flexural strength. Now fly ash we used, that is a low calcium, improve the long-term strength as well as the durability. 3.2% fly ash we have used, and benefits, that is improvement of the workability. Workability means slump test, reduce the water demand, that means the water cement ratio we can reduce, enhance the sulfate resistance and lower heat hybridization. So now what are the benefits? The concrete becomes the tougher and more flexible, so it doesn't break suddenly, and cracks are controlled better, making the structure life longer. Using fly ash makes more eco-friendly as well as also reduce the cement use. Now these are the results: 30 Newton per mm square after 7 days M30 grade. And the same way, these are the, we can say, graphical representation. 7 days, the control M30 and HFRC, that we can say that on the control means it's the normal concrete. Compared to that, it gain good strength. That is compared to the 24-25 Newton per mm square, its strength is 30 Newton per mm square. After 7 days, compressive strength as well as the flexural strength from the beam that we got, again the more compared to that 3.1, that is a control, and compared to that 4 plus, that is the strength of Newton per mm square in flexural strength. And 28 days also we got good result, 7 days and 28 days. The challenges we found or we face is that the mixture becomes a bit more difficult when the casting, because the fibers are there, wires are there. So only sometimes fibers are not uniformly distributed. And that's why some results are not properly we are going to get. And for that, more practicals and more cubes must be required, and more care to be taken at the time of casting. And slightly expensive it is compared to the normal concrete or ordinary concrete. The conclusion that we can say, the strength, elasticity, and sustainability provided for the hybrid fiber. Hybrid means we are going to use more than two materials are there. Then the steel fibers and glass fibers and fly ash, and that's why it is called a hybrid. Even though the initial compressive strength might be the bit lower for the traditional concrete, but tensile and flexural strength, of course, it's a long-term and considerable, and that's why the concrete mix preparation and even distribution of the fiber are improvement, and they ensure that consistency of the quality of the mixture here. Thank you very much. It's my presentation of the first paper. Is there any question for this?
No, you can continue.
Okay, so my second presentation, just madam, 1 minute, I'm going to open that one.
Sir, you can continue with the next paper
Yes,
title.
madam. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Please, I'm going to share that one also. Just I want to confirm that the presentation is visible or not. Is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir. Just give it a second. It will be.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen. You can continue.
Okay, this is the full screen right now. Right now, is it a
Yes,
full?
sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Now, this is the one more topic that we are going to present here, and the second paper from my side. And the name of the paper is Seismic Performance Optimization of a G+5 RC building using the tuned mass dampers. Now, my research scholar name is Pancham Joshi, and myself, I am his guide, Dr. Rajesh Patel, Associate Professor from Department of Civil Engineering, PIET, Parul University. Now, what are the topics included in this presentation? That is introduction, literature review, aim of study, objectives of the work, scope of work, methodology, results, conclusion, future work, and references. Now, introduction for this, we know that why the tuned, you can see the name exactly that that is the tuned mass damper. That means what we are going to find some earthquake, or you can say some vibrations, and that's why we are using this TMD. So for that, we must have to know about the earthquakes. So earthquakes are one of the most destructive nature force, or you can say often causing major damage to reinforced concrete buildings, which domains, or you can say dominate of the India's urban landscape. Lateral forces, that is horizontal forces, we can say, generated during the earthquake leads to story drift, expensive, or you can say excessive the displacement and the structural instability. So these are the disadvantages due to the earthquake, or you can say lateral forces. And conventional seismic design focus on the strength, stiffness, ductility, but often neglects the vibration control and the serviceability, because most important, we can say, criteria, or we have to check that vibration and the serviceability for this particular the lateral forces. The vibration control system have involved as an essential part of the modern structural design, and that's why we are using this TMD. So this system can be broadly classified into 4 categories. We can say the active system.
Hello? Sir, is there any issue? Hello? There seems to have some technical issue with the presentation. There must be a network error, so we'll just wait for 2-3 minutes. Ma'am, just give us 2-3 minutes. We are trying to reach the participant, and let's see. There must be some network issue from his side. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Sir, there was some network error from your side. Can you please quickly resume your presentation?
Yeah, please, madam. Thank you, madam. Because of internet issues here in our university, so that's why I'm sorry for that. I apologize for that. I
Okay,
come
sir,
to the
that's all
conclusion
right.
direct.
Just resume from where you left. Huh?
Yes, please, please, please. Okay, madam.
For
Yeah,
your
it's
both the presentations, you can directly go to your proposed system, your title and conclusion.
yeah, madam. Please, please. Thank you, madam. Now it's working. Screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. Briefly, I will explain the 3D analytical. We are going to use the 2 things there. Analytical, we are going to use TAD Pro, and through which we are going to get the result. And then we are going to apply that TMD on the structure practically in the model result and comparing both. And then we'll decide that it will be working or not. That is our aim. And scope is what that to maintain the earthquake, or you can say to identify the earthquake to this TMD. So that is our aim. And what are the methodology that G+5 building we are going to use to the we have to use as well as the software. And load calculation, we are going to take from the codes, that is a 1987 part 1, standard 875, part 2, 872, and the earthquake load, which is most important in this case, that is 18934. Now, these are some pictures which we took from the CAD Pro, which we are going to apply, and took some data also, and apply. And results are there. The roof displacement is there. The 28 to 30% average reduction of the observed because of the TMD. So because of the earthquake, it will reduce the you can say the effect of the earthquake 28 to 30%, and base shear also 10 to 15% the base shear is there by using the TMD. So it is very much helpful to us to against the earthquake. So without TMD, it is 42.5 roof displacement, and after applying the TMD, that 30 or 30.2 we can say. So that is very much a 12 reduce, or you can say in terms of percentage, 20 to 25% reduction is there. In the base year also, we reduce this G+5 building, this much result is there. And conclusion, we can use TMD. I say that overall the research confirmed that the roof mounted TMD provides a simple, efficient and the sustainable method for improving the structure resilience against these things. And future work is extend the multiple tuned mass dampers for multi-story building. Here we took the G+5. We can use more stories also. And performance experimental validation or shake table is required for the testing point of view in the practical point. The references we used here. So this is my second presentation. Any question?
No, you can start third one. You can start with your third presentation.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. But again, there's some network issue. That's why. Sir, if you can hear us, please start with the third presentation.
Okay, is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Okay, okay. I will come as soon as possible. Yeah, this is my third presentation. That is a
Your voice is not clear at all. We are unable to hear you. Hello?
Sir, can you please get into a stable environment? He is left again. I think there's some network issue. But what we'll do is we'll just wait for 2 minutes for him, and then we will proceed with the closing remarks. He was the last participant, so we will be ending this session, and I have a few instructions to give from our team. Sir, can you hear us?
Our voice is clear.
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Sir, please resume with your presentation.
Voice is clear, madam.
So your voice is breaking in between, but now I was able to hear you, so you can start with presentation.
Okay, so I will start that one also.
Yes.
Now my voice is okay.
Yes, sir, voice is okay. Sir, try to please conclude your presentation quickly
Sure.
because we have
Sure.
lost. Okay.
Sure, madam. Sure. That is from my side. I apologize that. Now screen is visible. PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so I'm
sir.
coming to the conclusion. See, just pictures. I'm going to take 2 minutes only. The control beam we are going to use GFRP and CFRP reinforced beam we are going to use, and comparison of these three by using the code that is ASTM 2002 and CSA, that is American standard codes are there. because the codes are not available in Indian standard. So we are going to compare with the code, or we are going to use the codes from the American. So these are the beams which we used and which we are going to apply the loads in the laboratory, and through which we can get the answer of deflection. So these are the mixed design which we got the results. And here, what is the result in discussion? That is a control beam filled 45 kilonewton. Control means we can say without using the GFRP and any of the other material except this cement, kapchi, aggregate, or you can say sand and water. So GFRP beam we are going to use, then strength is 62 kilonewton. That means plus 38%. Same way CFRP, if we are going to use 70 kilonewton, that is plus 55% compared to the control beam. Control beam means what? We are normal concrete. And CFRP beams showed that highest stiffness and least deflection. Deflection is least. That means minimum deflection is there. GFRP beams showed they improve the crack distribution, and the FRP signify, or you can say, improves the fractural strength. So CFRP and GFRP is good for using as a point of sustainable. And load deflection table is there, initially crack and ultimately load and the deflection. So we can say control beam compared to that GFRP beam can get the 20 kilonewton load, and the CFRP can get the, or taken the, or you can say absorb the 24 kilonewton load. Ultimate load compared to that also 45, 62, 70, and deflection 22 mm. That is a more deflection in control beam on normal concrete or normal beam compared to that 18 and 16 mm in GFRP and CFRP. So these are the some graphical representation. Conclusion, we can say GFRP and CFRP we can use definitely in compared to the control beam for reduction the deflection as well as the cracks, and the increase the load carrying capacity also. In future work, we can see the hybrid FRP, we can use the GFRP and CFRP both together in the concrete, and life cycle can be increased for the concrete also. And future experimental studies, we are going to use the cover slab, columns, bridge, deck, etc. that we are going to apply in future also. These are my references. Thank you, and sorry for disturbance on during the internet.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now, without any further ado, let's get started with the closing remarks. I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. Yes. Okay. All the presenters will be getting their digital certificates via email within 2 working days, and the publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICTTCS 2025. I also thank our session chair, Professor Dr. Chaitali Shivare, for chairing this session.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the
A
opportunity.
token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of our team. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your valuable presence. Now, just before ending this session, I kindly request all the participants and our session chair to please turn on your cameras so that I can take a quick snapshot of today's virtual conference. Okay, so I've taken the snapshot. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. We can leave this now.